Hello, welcome to the final trigger warning of 2020. Sorry about that. I just gave Graham a panic attack. He set the 10-second timer rolling, and I just went, no, not yet. And both his hands came up at once. What? Oh, I'm sorry. A little giddy because we're tired. We were here last night filming the virtual tavern, which went really well, but there was a lot going on. And but we're here. It's the final show of 2020, and I think we can all agree it's been a funny old year. It's been different, but we'll go over it because we got a couple of guys joining us tonight in just a couple of minutes. We got Donovan with us, and later on, Drone Tech's going to join us. Then I'm going to close things up with an inspirational talk, and we're going to close the show with a new Christmas single, not by us, by somebody else who does music. It's very seasonal. It's very, very nice. Let's just see who we've got in, because, you know, guys, we've been doing the interview shows recently. Huge amount of fun, but quite serious. So I just got to get some dickhead out of my system tonight. I've been really nice to Graham tonight. I've not been horrible to him yet. In fact, come say hello.
Well, apart from just as we went live, literally 3 seconds, and you went, no! I was like, ah!
But apart from that, I've been quite nice.
Yeah, I'm good. I really enjoyed the quiz and stuff yesterday as well. It was nice to
it was nice being crew, wasn't it?
It was nice, actually, because I saw my dad today, and he's like, oh, you work then Thursdays? I was like, yeah, we do a business podcast. It was nice being able to say that to him rather than like, yeah, trigger warning, yeah.
Aiden's going to talk about Chinese.
I said, yeah, first we do the business podcast, and then I just trailed off and didn't finish it.
Yeah, it's often for the best.
And then the tranny cast.
Non-binary cast. So who have we got? We got Smoke Steve, who, despite getting a solid 15 inches earlier, has still made it in. So kudos, brother. Well done.
Oh, man.
Your ass must have lost its snap.
I know.
But you joined us.
Yeah. I've never gone more than 11, Aiden. Ever.
I imagine there was some girth involved as well. By the way, Smoke Steve runs the International Pub on a Saturday night on this channel. You can all pile in, get shit-faced, have arguments, and do whatever the fuck it is you degenerate filth fucking do. Who else we got? We got Total Utter Nutter, Dippy Derek, Aphid Lip. How you doing, fella? Good to see you. Ish. Cup of Tea, and Mr. Kill C1, Gorgeous George Begonia, Nick Ringerston. Hello. Hello. Before we get cracking properly, a couple of things. Next year, we're starting up the podcast again on a Tuesday evening, myself and Graham soberly discussing the whatever. Obviously all the best shit happens after we turn it off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But also, at least once a month, because we're going to have at least one interview a month, then one fucking about show, and then just have some fun with it. But you'll be able to call in. Audio only in this one, because you'll be able to phone in via WhatsApp, a phone number, however you want, get brought in directly to the show through the fancy new mixing machine, and it'll just go straight through.
I've just thought, Aiden, they could phone via the Facebook trigger warning. That way we don't have to give our number out to anyone. I was
going to get another SIM. I'm not.
Yeah, we're going to get another SIM.
None of these fuckers are getting my phone number. Are you insane?
No, I don't think we should give them the studio phone number either. I don't think a single one of them can be trusted. To be honest.
They can all be trusted with somebody else's phone number. That's fine. Your phone number. Your phone number would be cool.
Yeah,
we can do that.
Will you give it to Daddy Donovan?
I'll give it to all of them. He won't phone you. He knows what an ableist prick you
are.
No,
I just want to be doxed to him so hard, man. It'd really get me going. Oh.
Well, without further ado, because it's so nice. No running order tonight. No notes. No fuck all. I just want to enjoy the last show of 2020 and relax before we start powerhousing into the new year. What's up, Graham?
Rob's asked an important question there.
Where's the donate button? Well, Rob, thank you for asking. If you go to triggerwarning.tv, you can donate through there. You can also go to patreon.com/triggerwarningtv and become a patron of Trigger Warning. And also in the description, there's loads of information. But if you would like to help us, it'd be greatly appreciated, because we just bought a shitload of new kit and we still have this big-ass fucking room to pay for. And quite frankly, I've sucked enough cock this year. I've just had enough. I can't do it anymore.
It's 2 weeks left, mate. We can do it.
So yeah, please help us. Help us. I can't sell Graham anymore. His arse is that loose when he farts, it's like a horse coughing. It's fucked. It's all just fucked.
At least you got me that special pillow, though, Aidan.
Right, enough of this fucking about. Let's get Donovan on. Dude.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing great. Graham, could you put me another channel on the splitter? Because I've got the shit mono one again. Okay, I don't like it when he's in one ear. It makes me feel unbalanced. I need stereo. Yeah, I mean, no, that's not working either. Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Leave it. Donovan, how you doing, fella? It's been a long time.
It's been a little bit, right?
I imagine it's been a year for you.
It feels like it's been at least 20.
Because obviously, people might not have noticed, but you do have a condition that makes you particularly susceptible to dropping dead if you get COVID-19.
Yeah, my doctors have often said to me, if you could not die, that would probably be good for your health. But my body is just like, I just feel like we should die. Like at any given point, my body's like, we should do it, like right now. And this year in particular, some dude in China decided, hey, let's fuck that kid up. And I've been trying my hardest to avoid that guy.
And I imagine it's all fucking about. It's probably been a pretty grim ride for you, waiting to see, well, basically if you were going to die or not.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster this year for sure.
Well, you're on the way out now. Are you going to get the vaccine?
Yeah, I'm not the dude that's like anti-vaccine by any means, but I do feel like I've gone this long, haven't gotten it. Let's see what the first wave of people getting it. Let's see how they react.
I believe in the States they're giving it to nurses. But
yeah,
here in the UK, we're giving it to all the really old people first. And I think I might have figured out why. Because,
it's smart. I mean, let's just be honest, because if you're out here killing off your nurses and doctors with, a chemical that you don't know, like, obviously I'm not the scientist. I'm not the big brain. I cheated my way through high school. I don't know, like, the science behind vaccines, but I've seen enough horror movies to know that when a miracle drug comes out, it never goes good. So if you're killing off your medical professionals right out the gate, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, that's why we're injecting the old people who have served their purpose.
And that's smart.
Yeah, and then we kind of did some man maths earlier. And Britain was making a big deal because we were the first to start pumping this shit into people. Because we're so far ahead of you colonial filth, obviously.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is we're kind of going at a certain pace, and we've realized that the old people will only be vaccinated by about April. So we're going to be locked down for fucking ages yet. But it does give us longer to see if they're going to turn into the Toxic Avenger or some shit like that, Because that's what I want to see.
Yeah, any day now, it's just going to be a matter of turning on the news and you seeing a live-action remake of I Am Legend.
Yeah, just old people eating fucking care workers.
And would that be the craziest thing to happen this year?
Oh, no, I'm quite ready for it. We had zombie pigs, didn't we? They managed to bring the brains of pigs back to some kind of life after being dead for like 8 hours. So this is how these things happen, Donovan. You're mixing vaccines and pigs, and this is how this shit gets out. And before you know it, zombies. And we can't even have fucking guns over here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
and
you guys
you're
are
double fucked. You're just double fucked. You're like a buffet.
Because not only do we have too many guns, we have too many crazy people that don't care.
But not only that, and I mean this with the greatest of respect, if the zombies get in your house, there's no getting away. I don't know what kind of motorized contraption you have,
No,
But
I think me and my mom, we collectively agreed that like if the zombie outbreak ever happens, we're just kind of collectively putting me down, and it's going to be seen as a mercy killing, just as a you have to do it.
well,
It's for
also
the greater good.
it would buy your mum a few valuable minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so
yeah.
you're basically paying her back for all the years of servitude she's had because
Hmm.
you had the temerity to get in this fucking state. By the way, I'd like to say that one of our regulars was banned from your Twitch stream for hitting on your mum. So that makes me very happy when I heard that.
That seems about right. That was funny. I don't really control anything
No.
on my end because I'm of the mindset of like I don't care, but whatever. But I have a few people, friends of mine who are better, more I guess civilized people, uh, who are more in tune with like the rules and whatnot. So
Yeah, but
they're the
he
ones
could
that
have
kind
been
of
your
crack
new
down.
dad.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
open
I've
to
met him,
I
dude.
need one.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Mhm.
don't think he's the ideal one, but
They never are.
I don't think your original one was fucking ideal either. So
No, no, wherever he's at.
well, maybe he'll go first, dude. That's what you gotta hold out hope for this shit. So, in 2020, we've seen a lot of freaky shit going on. But
Yeah.
I'm going to ask anyone that talks today, who is your arsehole of the year? Who is the absolute epitome of a cunt for 2020?
Wow.
Not Ricky
That's a
Berwick.
really good question. It's a toss up between the one Uber driver who that I keep getting who doesn't get my fucking order right every time I use Uber Eats. I want him to die a slow, painful death. Like I want him to be skinned alive and
Cool.
just spit on by little sick Asian babies. And uh, Jeff Bezos, fuck them both equally.
You've got both ends of the spectrum there, dude. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Given your heritage, do you not know anyone that could make at least part of that come true for you? Because Mexican people fucking love skinning people. Is he frozen? He's frozen. Oh no, he's moved. There we go. Oh, you're
Right.
dropping. Oh, you can hear me there now. Good. You just went very still. I thought, please don't let him have fucking died
I know.
on the show.
I thought it was the time.
Just, I can't hear him now. But as long as he's not dead, that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You're back. I just had this horrible. Just for one moment, I thought, oh no, 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 no.
Wouldn't that be great? That'd be the greatest show.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
except I'm still talking to you for 2 minutes.
We'd be clipping that shit tonight, man. It'd be there. Paying to get hits on it.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually, do you know, if you ever feel like it's going to happen, though, if you let me know, I'll set a stream up.
Oh
For
yeah.
you.
Like we had a little bit of a scare not too long ago where somebody in my house found out like they might have come into contact with somebody, so that put us all on like high alert, and we went on super quarantine because we're already pretty much quarantined. But like, I wasn't allowed to leave my room. I was getting checked in on every half an hour, temperature, whatever, all that stuff, and I mean the only way I can really come to terms with that kind of heavy of a situation is to just think about all the jokes I can make from it. And that's the only way I can cope. And my whole thought process was if I get in the hospital, I'm setting up a live stream throughout the entire thing. And I'm just going to, with each passing day, I'm going to become more and more Asian. And whenever my nurses come in, I'm just going to be like, you got any soup? Like, I'm just, do you have bat soup?
Well, I mean, you got to be careful which platform you put that on, because didn't some guy try to stream his own, was it his COVID death on Facebook? He was like dying, and they fucking banned him. It's
That
hard.
would be the greatest thing.
Yeah, it wasn't like suicide. This poor fucker was
Right.
dying. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
no, you can't show that.
Well, why? You can't even have people in the hospital room with you while you're dying. So, like, at least virtually witness me die.
Yeah, let people share my moment. Like that horrible prick that did it on TikTok with a shotgun.
Yeah, exactly.
Of all the, I mean, that's just the worst. A fucking TikTok
Yeah.
with his
No.
mother watching. What a prick.
You know what? I think we can probably collectively agree here as a human species that if you're gonna kill yourself and you're thinking I'm gonna put this on TikTok, you probably reached the last bit of your life that you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You have my support.
Yes, we're pretty much there. It's the dignitas of the internet, isn't it, really? It's
Yeah.
fucking-
Yeah.
I mean, of all the platforms, I can't imagine I'd ever want to live stream my suicide, but TikTok just seems... It seems like an extra slap in the face for anyone that ever loved you, because you know the next video coming up is going to be either some fucking child shaking their ass or a makeup tutorial.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't imagine scrolling through TikTok and going from like weird children dancing in ways that they shouldn't, like food hacks that aren't really hacks. They're just teaching you how to add chocolate to things and then somebody blowing their brains out.
And then onto some lip syncing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Got to give it to them. They didn't mix it up. Although there was that thing about TikTok where the moderators were ensuring that none of the promoted videos were of people of less than desirable quality. Meaning any kind of deformity, disability,
Yeah.
anything. So no, you don't get near the front page of this motherfucker. This is for beautiful retards, not fucking
Yeah.
none of your ugly ones.
No, you don't get the Ricky Berwicks of TikTok. You get like the I can't even name a popular handsome disabled person because you don't see them. So
Oh, that reminds me. I was enjoying very much recently going through some of your threads where you are ableist. And one of the girls calling you ableist thinks she might have depression. Fucking. You're sat there with a fucking tube in your neck and fucking things up your nose.
yeah.
And she's like, you don't know my fucking pain. You don't know my pain. I was misgendered, you dreadful fucking monster.
Listen. Being misgendered is so hard nowadays, right? Because I couldn't imagine somebody looking at me and assuming I'm one thing when actually I'm a whole nother. It's a whole, like, I've gone my entire life seeing different people have different ways of like victimizing themselves, but absolutely the funniest one has to be the gender thing. Not because like I'm against it by any means. It's just it becomes their entire sense of being.
Oh, yeah, it's an oppression Olympics. It's
I don't
fucking
get it.
beautiful to watch. Basically, reasonably wealthy white middle class people deciding they need some of that victim gold. You know, they need some of that fucking clout. And there's nothing wrong with it. They got perfect veneers. They've not been abused in any way, shape, or form. So they've decided they are they them. I mean, how are you supposed to get that fucking right anyway, Donovan? How are you supposed to know?
I don't know, and you'd think that like if you're on Twitter already and you're complaining about like how the world should be, you're not doing anything right off the bat.
Yeah.
You're just screaming into the void. Nothing's gonna change.
I love
So,
Twitter activists.
Oh, dude,
We're
they're the
doing
best.
something.
They're the best. Like just last night, me and Ricky were kind of going into this. Did you see it with his retards shirt that he did?
No, I didn't.
It's in,
I need
So,
one of those t-shirts. I'm going to buy one.
it says in the PlayStation font, like text, it says retard station, and that's what it is. It is what it is, and it's a great shirt. It really is. But apparently, that's when enough people decided to take notice of it and say, "Hey, that's bad. You can't. That's ugly. You can't say that word. You're profiting off of disabilities, and you're spreading whatever.
Have they looked at Ricky
jargon."
Berwick?
Yeah, and that was kind of my big thing. Is like,
I mean, you know,
have
I
you
like
looked at the guy?
I like Ricky. We occasionally talk, not in
Yeah.
any great depth, but he does look like someone got a basically a human shaped bag and shook it up
Yeah.
to see what happened to the shit inside. He knows what disability is. He's
Yeah.
fucked up. Oh, it's
It's
beautiful.
the-
I love that. I love that these people are so oppressed. You people are wrong for capitalizing on a disability that they don't have.
And that's the beauty of it, right? Because the person that we were kind of going in on wasn't disabled in herself. Like, she was able-bodied, completely fine. And her thing was she is an advocate for people with disabilities and works at a home with people who have disabilities. And according to her, she told a story to Ricky that said one of her residents actually killed themselves because their cousin called them a retard. And
Dude, will
My-
you stop
my-
smiling while you tell me that fucking story? You're making it very hard.
it's not that I don't doubt this happened. Maybe it did, right? Maybe. But the thing is, it wasn't just because he was called a retard. There's so much more behind it. It's not that simple because nobody in their right mind is like, "Oh, you call me a retard, I have to kill myself now." That's it. And let's just be real. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The people that should be offended by the word retard are too retarded to know that they should be offended. So really, anybody that's offended by the word retard, it's just people that it's like, oh, it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't like it.
Well, that's all it is. I
And
remember
it's weird.
I had a chat with a guy it was a few years ago now because I knew someone that knew him, and he told me about we just got in touch to talk about this story. He was in Game of Thrones. He was not the main dwarf. He was another dwarf.
Yeah.
He wasn't the one that
Right,
looks
right.
like Jack from Twitter. It was another one.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do these adverts because he's an actor, and he plays guitar with his feet because his hands don't work so great, I think.
Cool.
But that's by the by. I'm just painting a picture, you know.
Right.
So he got these adverts where he played a crazy dwarf selling insurance or something, an elf, an imp. And he was going to get paid for him. He was dead happy. But I don't know the correct name for it. I imagine it's like the Dwarf Society or something. Got in touch
Sounds
and
right.
said
That sounds awesome.
they said you can't do this. It's demeaning to dwarfs. And he's like, yeah, but I'm a dwarf. No,
Right.
you got to think of the other. Do you know who the guy was that told him he couldn't do it?
Ooh.
A guy that married into dwarfdom. The king of the dwarfs isn't even a fucking dwarf. He's just some guy with this weird kink for telling dwarfs what to do. And he married one, so therefore he understands. And this is everywhere. This is what these people are. Let me tell you what's best for you.
Yeah.
You know, because
it's always
obviously,
able-bodied people.
yeah, because you can't move around so great, you must be a bit fucking stupid as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
look
you're
after
too
you.
retarded to know that you should be.
Graham's shaking his head here. What's up?
You just don't shag dwarves, man, because you can still tell the grown-ups. There's no point. Honestly, waste of time.
I
Been
don't
there,
know.
done
It's
that.
like that little taste of danger.
No,
And they got those little hands.
there are the little hands, but there's too much stubble and the smell. It's just you know the grown. No.
Stubble.
Yeah.
Are they all hairy?
Well, usually, yeah, but what's the point? You just Find a kid, do it properly.
Okay.
I'm still on the fact that there's like a whole a society. What did you say? Like an organization.
Oh, yeah, it's
of
an organization for the betterment of fucking dwarfs. Yes.
God, that's so cool. I want to be at one of those meetings so bad. I would kill. I'd have such a good time.
I always said if I ever win the lottery, which I don't play the lottery, but if I ever won the Euro Millions, where you get like 170 million, which is basically do whatever the fuck you want money, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy some dwarfs.
You have to.
You'll be able, from one of those weird countries like Africa or China or something, yeah? I bet you can buy some dwarfs. I'm going to buy my own army of dwarfs and I'll breed them. Yeah. And I want them to have little pointy teeth. Proper little fucking savages. My own tribe. You'd be like a god. Like a god.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
They're going to look up to you as the ultimate being. They will defend you with their life.
My dwarf army. Well, I used to say about Troll Central, it's my army of weaponized spastics. But I'm now told I can't say spastics anymore. Apparently that's a bad word, you know?
Well, I mean, it depending on where you're at anymore, because even like on Twitch now, you can't call people virgins.
What?
Yeah, that's a real thing. There's a new community guideline starting in a few days that if you say in a negative tone the word virgin, incel, or simp, it's bannable. You can do that. That's where we're at.
Because incels deserve respect. Fucking hell.
Elliot Rodgers died for nothing, dude.
So just to get this straight, I have now to respect men who enjoy being called a piece of shit and give people money for it on Twitch. Sorry, sex workers. Sex work is work.
Yes.
Yeah, let's see how you feel about that when you're 45 and your shit's gone south. So I have to respect fucking simps that buy old underwear and shit like that. Okay, but incels, how is anyone supposed to respect a fucking incel? That's like asking me to respect a furry.
You can't do it. Like
no.
you can put aside your aggression and like irritation for a little bit to like somewhat be civil to get along, but like
Drone Tech's taking over from Donovan.
Hey! What the
hell? Graham, I don't know what to do. Oh, he's back. Donovan, sorry, dude. I don't know what happened, but you turned into Drone Tech. That was really fucking weird.
He did that remotely, dude. He did that. How did he do that?
Oh, that was really strange.
We've lost his audio now as well.
Yeah, we kind of lost your audio a wee bit. Can we hear you now? Let's listen.
Did the incels get me?
Yeah, that's what it was. We spoke about the incels, but it's the fact we're talking, and he isn't an incel, bless him, but we're talking about incels, and he stood there looking reasonably like he's waiting for something in his whole Christmas outfit. So, oh, that gave me a surprise. We will get you on very soon, Drone Tech. Don't worry. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Twitch is fucked. How we not been banned on Twitch, I don't know. We don't broadcast on there very often.
I think people were struggling to give us subs on it, so maybe
I
we
think
have.
only about 8 people ever watched us on Twitch anyway, so fucking
Well, people jumped in to give us our Prime Twitch and then jump out again, didn't they? And it was a nice little $3 a month.
You must never respect a furry. Never respect anyone that feels compelled to have a wank inside a nylon fucking fursuit.
No.
Never once. No. Dude, I'm so fucking glad you came on tonight. I've really enjoyed it. Are you going to come on more often?
I'd absolutely come on whenever you guys want me to.
We will make that happen, that you're a regular addition to the show. And because I'd really like that. I always enjoy chatting with you, and we barely get to chat through DM now and again.
Same.
Because obviously I know you're there with a straw in your mouth pecking at the fucking keys.
That's what it is. It takes a lot of energy.
It's a lot. Neck muscles must be fucked. But Donovan, no, it's been a pleasure. I hope you and yours have a fantastic Christmas. And in the new year, we'll definitely sort out when you want to come on and all shit like that. We'll get it sorted.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Thank you so much. Genuinely appreciate it, mate. Take care.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Bye-bye. Oh, what a nice time to clear my nose. Donovan, what a fucking legend. What a fucking legend. We need him on more often.
Yeah.
We need him on way, way more often. I enjoyed that far too much. Fucking drone tech popping up there was fucking beautiful. Yeah. Paul McCord says, get Richie Allen on. I sat here and spoke to him for 2.5 fucking hours last week.
He was literally on last week.
He was in this room last week.
We started an hour early. But yeah, okay.
Let's have a look at chat before we... Hey, drone tech, dial in now. Dial in now. I'm going to fill for a little bit. Then we'll bring you in because you're looking sweet. Oh! Ursalian Gannonthrall. Don't accept any presents from China Donovan. I'm so buzzed he came on. He's a funny motherfucker. He makes me laugh. Everyone's just happy to have had Donovan there, and of course they are.
I love him. I just wish he wasn't a bigot.
Well, I think you should shut the fuck up about that.
He's just a dirty bigot.
You're an ableist, a racist, a transphobe, and now, after your little chat there, a fucking paedophile. But I've been saying that for 5 years. 5 years, and you're still not on a register. Very disappointing. Amanda Thompson, hello, Fat Belly. Bone Arrow Group, I shouldn't have fizzy drinks.
I love that the joke I made was so over the line in terms of paedophilia that it took you a second to actually get where I was going.
What I like was the way Donovan just went.
Yeah, I know. He's like, no, I'm not having any of this.
That's what I expect. By the way, guys, if you have been watching the interviews recently, you've come in, that's not what tonight is. We're kicking back, talking to a few friends, hanging out. We're going to have a wee chat later about next year. And perhaps wrap up the year a little bit, mention a bit about what's going on, and then we're going to play out with the new Christmas single from a wonderful musician. You're going to enjoy the shit out of it, I promise. But please do hit like and subscribe. It helps us get, that YouTube algorithm crushes the shit out of us. It really, really does. It absolutely brutalizes us. So any help we can get would be great. And of course, if you'd like to help support Trigger Warning so we can get more guests in and give them a bottle of water each, because in these times of COVID, you can't just be saving the bits that are left and giving them to the next person. It would be unhygienic. If you'd like to help us do that, please go to patreon.com/triggerwarningtv. Sign up, whether it's $1 a month or whatever you want. Please do so there. If you can't or don't want to do that, just like, subscribe, share the links. And if you can't be asked even doing that, just come and hang out with us when we are live. We're just waiting on Drone Tech to return. He crashed the shit out of it and now he won't come back.
He's there. He's somehow managed to jump in. So, can you see the shot there? It actually says Drone Tech Politics.
Yeah, I think he's come on, and because we didn't accept him, well, if you don't want me now, finished.
If you're not ready when I am, then fuck you.
Last Dance says, click like, you hateful simps. Yeah, like I was saying, sorry, if you watch the interviews, that's not how the shit's going to work out tonight. But we have got Drone Tech joining us very soon, who is a very responsible and likable young man who's just not phoning us back just yet. I'm gonna send him a DM. He sent me one that says whoops.
He says he's in, but there's no your camera's not on, mate.
Yeah, I think you might have to log out and come back. As soon as we see you on the screen, we'll bring you in. We can't do anything until we see you there because we're just getting a black screen as opposed to you looking delicious. Yes, Total Auto Nutter. Well, it's a Christmas single. I don't know that it's particularly a Christmas song, but it's definitely a Christmas single, and you're going to like it. It's one of those songs where after listening to the first 20 seconds, you can just sing right along. You'll have no problems with the lyrics. Just before we go in there, let's have a look who's here. Enjoy your Christmas lockdown, lads. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Before we go home, we're going to talk about lockdown, about 2020, what I think about it, and a few other bits. So don't worry, we will get to that. But I really wanted to get a couple of friends of the show on tonight. Fucking hell. Drone Tech.
Yeah. What's up, man?
My brother from another continent. How are you doing?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm not as Christmassy as you. Oh,
yeah,
I mean, have you been on the eggnog already? I know it's early where you are.
Yeah, I'm getting elfed up a little bit early here just to kind of join in with you guys.
Absolutely, and we do appreciate it. So, dude, in case anyone watching doesn't know, I don't know how you wouldn't, Drone Tech is a conservative commentator. He's got an awesome YouTube channel, Drone Tech Politics. Follow him on Twitter at Drone Tech. Check out, he's really fucking good. He takes a really good look at things from his point of view, and we should all listen to every point of view we possibly can when it's not being given to us by a swivel-eyed fucking lunatic. Yeah. Check out his channel. If you haven't, go subscribe, like, do all that happy shit, and just tell him how lovely he is, and just virtually pinch his little cheeks. Look at that. Look how happy he'll be. Now, as I said to Donovan, it's been a funny old year. It's been a bit different. How have you coped with a year of plague, disaster, the Democrats winning the election, shit like that? How are you doing with it all?
I mean, I'm doing pretty good. It's pretty common for everybody to joke about how terrible 2020 was, and it wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst year I've ever had. Maybe I'm kind of a shut-in anyway. We're kind of homebodies anyway, so not a whole lot changed there. But we did enjoy going out occasionally for dinner and stuff, which we haven't really been able to do. But otherwise, it hasn't been that bad of a year, other than Trump losing apparently.
Allegedly, motherfucker. Allegedly.
Right? Yeah, I can't even hint that it's over yet, or else I will be. It's probably already. I probably have already lost like 300 subs just for saying that. So.
I think my take, obviously, because it doesn't matter what I think. I think the fat lady's singing. I don't think there's much left to do. When that big hope was the GOP electorate, I think what's that going to do now?
Right.
I think maybe it's just a case of make as much trouble as he can before he leaves office now. I think that's it.
Yeah. I mean, and we've got to set up the narrative going forward, and because if you think that we're, the right's just kind of going to acquiesce, that's not going to happen. We're going to talk about the fact that, China was interfering in our elections for them. And I'm sure Trump's going to get some narratives going as well, and he'll be sniping for the next 4 years until he runs in 2024, is my guess.
Oh, do you think he's going to run again?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Because obviously the last
Who
4
else
years...
is there?
The last 4 years has been fucking great for us to talk about it. It's been hugely enjoyable. Yeah, I just think we're in a position now where nobody trusts anybody. Everything's so fucking polarized. There's no win here for anybody for the next generation. The next generation. So all you can do, I guess, is basically get one of those fancy, they called them kilts. They were just plaid skirts that the Proud Boys wore. And you're gonna
I saw that. Or frocks. They were frocks, right?
That was like that. I don't know what you intended that to do, guys. I don't think that's panned out. I mean, I get the sentiment. I just don't know that worked. I don't know that works. But I'm thinking that the end of January could actually be quite a saucy, rude time over there in the States, because it doesn't seem to be getting any more relaxed.
No. Yeah, we're going to continue to be more divided than ever, and the media is just going to make it. I don't know what's going on with my camera, by the way. It keeps doing that, blinking. But yeah, going forward, they're just going to demonize any opposition or criticism as extreme, and they're going to paint their opposition as increasingly extreme. And, the right are going to be kind of taunted into taking extreme actions, I think. And I think it seems to be the whole thing kind of seems orchestrated. I don't want to get real conspiratorial, but kind of seems orchestrated. The whole year has.
Yeah, there's massive opportunism happening by very influential people. I don't think it's conspiratorial in the least to point that out, because it's clearly just a fact. I don't think it's ever been any different. I think we just have a very unique set of circumstances at the moment that are leading it to be even more volatile. So the question is, am I going to be seeing a video of you stood on your porch at the end of January with your shotgun telling Antifa kids to stay off your lawn?
Hey, if it comes to that, I absolutely would. I don't think it would happen. The neighborhood I live in is, it's in the boondocks, but it's very multi-racial. It's lots of different politics here. Everybody gets along. I think any kind of moves like that would be rejected, but who knows what's going to happen? I mean, it could end up looking like gang warfare around here. I don't know.
Did you hear that,
I'll say one thing. It's
rejected. Did you hear that? Rejected. You know what that means?
What?
He's going to be executing motherfuckers. Oh, yeah.
He's not going to admit it on the stream, is he?
Sorry, dude. Come on.
No. I'm just, our media, if you look, they're really trying to, along with the Democrats and Biden, trying to kind of push this, unity, while at the same time still kind of, constantly lobbing attacks. So,
oh yeah, there's absolutely no attempts at unity. There's no attempts when you've got AOC screaming for everybody's head. That's it's not unity. They've, excuse me, I think it's gone too far down the narrative now, because you guys are all the Nazis. Because as we know, anyone right of Mao is a fucking Nazi now. How can they change that narrative now? You can't. It's too late.
Nope.
It's fucked.
Nope. As soon as they started calling Trump an existential threat, and the rest of it kind of become that by extension, right? Because we are supporters of the existential threat.
Oh, yes, of course.
You can start to rationalize and justify a lot of actions.
And if you don't call him a Nazi, you're a Nazi. That's how this shit works. Exactly. That's how this shit works.
And violence is violence, don't you know? So
literal violence.
Yes.
That's what we have to be careful of. Not regular violence, literal violence. That's about actual violence as well is bad, I'm told on Twitter. On a slightly lighter note, what are you getting for Christmas? Do you know? Any hints?
I kind of already got my present. It's a receiver. In fact, I can show you here. It's that guy right there. My new home theater receiver. That's pretty much my present. Yeah.
Why have you been given your Christmas present now? It's the 17th of December. Have you no patience?
Oh, geez. I'm having troubles here, guys. Sorry.
It's all right. You're doing great. Don't worry. It looks great.
All right. I'm going to have to go around and fix this. 1 second. Oh, geez. So what am I getting for Christmas? Other than that, I might get some T-shirts. Maybe some socks. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
This has been my favorite one so far.
The magic of TV.
Yeah. Is the T-shirt "Don't Tread on Me"?
Oh no, I don't wear that kind of stuff. I'm not.
Why?
That's not my.
I would, dude. If I moved to America next year, I would instantly become that guy. I can't help it.
I am watching John Adams right now. Have you ever seen that on HBO?
No.
Oh, it's good. It's about the Revolutionary War.
Oh, I've no interest in that. Was where some
dirty red coat.
That was where some English people had a war with other English people, isn't it? I'm not into that. Not into that.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, I boil shit down to the reality, dude. That's another 200 subscribers for you, by the way. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I'm bleeding them all like crazy right now. It's okay.
Wait till they find out you drink tea. Fucked. Fucked.
Oh, wait till they find out that we open poppers on Christmas, and we wear the little party hat, the little paper crowns.
Oh, crackers, not poppers.
Crackers, yeah.
Don't tell people you open poppers on Christmas Day. Yeah. That's a muscle relaxant so you can take it up the wrong.
Right, that's later. Right.
Yeah. That's definite Christmas Day action. What, do you guys not have Christmas crackers? Do you guys not do that?
No, that's not something most people do, most Americans. No, but you're seeing it more and more. We started doing it because my daughter was watching Peppa Pig all the time, and they did it on that, and she wanted to do it. So we're like, all right, that could be fun. And, we tell the little jokes that come in the cracker and all that. What is going on with my camera? I swear it's never done that before.
I'm going to admit, this pisses me off a bit because we gave you the perfection that is the Christmas cracker. And do you know what we got from you guys? Every prick where I live, the outside of the house looks like National Lampoon's fucking Christmas holiday. Fucking lights, reindeers, inflatables. We didn't do this in Britain, Drone Tech. You had a Christmas tree in your living room, and that was the end of it. Nothing outside, because you don't sit outside. Fuck outside. Now we have neighbourhood Facebook groups with people going, well, some people aren't making the effort. Guess which house that was? I had to go out hanging lights off my fucking gutters. Just so, what's the point? Does your house look like that, Drone Tech?
I have very simple lights. I got a little thing around the window. I got some LEDs on the porch and around the outline of the garage. That's it. I don't go getting up on ladders or anything like that.
Isn't that frowned upon?
I'm not going to break my neck for lights.
Well, I seem to remember this. Isn't that how you did your elbow all those years ago?
It's funny you remember that.
I do, just because of the conversation we had at the time. Things stick in your head, and Drone Tech and ladders. Let's nix that.
Well, no, I was standing on a cabinet to adjust a ceiling vent, and I just fell.
And show us again how you fell. It's almost like a replay. That show us again. That was very accurate. So he fell like that. He fell like that.
And then I got up and my arm is just twisted, and I'm like, oh, that's not right.
I remember getting the message on Lively, broke my elbow today, dude. And so obviously my reply to everything, why? And it just, for some reason, it stuck in my head. So, yeah, because, you get into an age now where it's the hips that go, dude. Go watch that shit, because you're getting a bit of the snow on the chin there,
Oh, yeah. Dude, I posted all those x-rays on the Lively forums, too, back then.
Yes, I remember them well. You smashed the shit out of that thing. And it's good. So, before we do move on a little, for the people that don't know about your show, what have you got? Anything special planned for next year, or are you just going to cruise on through?
In the spring, I do want to try and get out again and do more protest interviews and man on the street kind of things. Hopefully I can do that. Beyond that, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know if you've seen my views; they keep getting worse. So it just seems like the algorithm is strangling me to death. So we'll see what happens.
It is. Make no mistake that political content's being fucking crushed. Well, sorry.
Yeah.
The wrong.
I'll keep it up. I'm on all of those other platforms, so you can find me out there on Odyssey and Rumble and all that stuff. So.
Well, we'll always keep posting back and forth. And as I said to Donovan, I'd like to kind of there's a few people, not like every week, because everyone's got a fucking life, but I have a regular where we come back on a sort of regular, semi-regular basis. Come on, we talk about things, see how it's going. And, you're one of them. We'll get Donovan on. I'm going to have a chat with Sean Moss, and just people we can keep an ongoing thing going with, because everyone's got their own thing, but it's always nice to cross-pollinate. And also you get to bathe in the magnificence of my genius, which is nothing but good for you.
And that voice, which is just pure therapy.
It is. Everyone
Women
feels
can
better.
put your voice on a speaker, on a big bass speaker, and just
pregnant.
Sit on it. Just sit on it.
Just pregnant. Dude, they're just pregnant. If I walk past them in the street, they catch pregnant. Graham caught pregnant last week.
I did. Yeah, I was riddled with it, mate. Riddled. I'm still stuck on the fact that he's culturally appropriated crackers. I think that's so sweet. For a start, I didn't know Americans didn't do that, and now knowing that they don't and that he does, I just think that's adorable.
Yeah, but the difference is that after they pull a cracker, he loads his front-loading musket, goes out onto the porch, shouts "fuck the English," and because they're very bitter, they're keeping the war going. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys can't let it go.
It's just cute. He knew about the joke and the shitty hat and everything. I'm like, oh, bless him. Bless his little face.
Those crowns are great when you're really fucking drunk.
Yeah, everyone does that.
And the cake,
it's
too.
not a soft,
Cake?
The chocolate cake or whatever it is, or...
Oh, no, I don't have Christmas. No.
It's awful.
Christmas pudding. It's one of those things.
There you go.
You look at it and you think, I'm going to try that and I'm going to like that. And then you try it and you're thinking, I should have just eaten some dog shit. That would have been much nicer.
Yeah.
Christmas pudding's horrible. We don't do that. But we got all the turkey and all that shit. But anyway, dude, it's been fucking great to see you again. And Genuinely appreciate you popping on the last show with you, and especially getting dressed for it. Although I have a suspicion that's you the rest of the year as well. But everyone, go check out Drone Tech, and we're going to get him on more often so we can have a chat and chill out and hang out. We'll do it a bit later so we can get shit-faced.
There's a link in the description as well. If anyone wants
Link
to
in the
find.
description. Click that motherfucker and go hang out with him. And, yeah, because his chat gets feisty as fuck sometimes, especially if I've been on. It gets really edgy. I don't know why, because you think
We are. I am live streaming tonight at 9. If anybody's interested.
that's
Discord
Central,
live stream,
isn't it?
Chat.
That's 9
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern. 9 p.m.
Yes.
Eastern. Why was I giving you all the times in Central earlier then?
That's why I was confused, but I caught on.
Oh, it's because that's what I was doing for Donovan, so I just assumed, yes, this will be all Americans this evening. All Americans will be on Central this evening. They've all huddled into the middle. With probably... Is that Colorado, Graham? The middle?
I don't know.
Is it Kansas, Florida? Well,
Texas.
I don't fucking know. Whatever it is that's in the middle, that's where you all are. Dude, thanks. It's been a fucking great. I dare say I'll be DMing you before, but I hope you and your family have an absolutely fantastic time over Christmas. And we'll catch up again very, very soon.
You too. Graham as well. I hope you both have a great Christmas.
Oh, fuck him. Catch you later, dude. That was Drone Tech. Oh, it was nice. That was nice. It's always nice to have Drone Tech on. It's been going very well. All right, let me take these off. Still got a terrible headache. It's been fucking brutal all night. No sympathy from Graham because he's a cunt.
What?
Graham, I've not been horrible to you for fucking weeks. I've been pro as fuck. You know, I've been really good. And this shit's just got to happen. This shit's just got to happen.
What the fuck are you talking about? Like, literally, just last night was 3 hours of nonsense from you.
I wasn't nasty to you once last night. I was nasty to Colin Manford last night.
Yeah, you weren't. Yeah, you were just.
I'm terrible to Colin. It's not fair.
You were absolutely over the line awful with him. With me, it was just reputation destruction. Just trying every angle with these brand new people who I didn't know.
I just proved to those guys that you're very edgy and delicate, and you get very cross very quickly. But I
you
am
basically told them dead casually that I'd just assaulted a woman, and you're like, well, yeah, we never saw her again. It's like, that's not how it went.
Yeah, but who did they believe?
Yeah, I don't.
Because you went on to give a 20-minute explanation.
So I was just like, what?
My favourite part of it was when you looked at me with murder in your eyes. You're just fucking winding me up now. It's like, yeah, of course I am. This is the best thing ever.
Yeah, but I don't mind with these lot because they know me. But then when it's just random strangers,
Every stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet.
I'll make sure none of these people ever call Graham again for work. Do you know he hates swimming? He really hates swimming.
Oh, yeah.
Graham.
But I mean, if you think I'm horrible to Graham, I am terrible to Colin Manford, bless him. I actually told him off in the middle of their show. Oh, it's such a shame for Colin. But but you know what the worst thing is, Graham? Yeah. If he messages me on WhatsApp, if he phones me, he's like, what the fucking hell do you want now? I can't help it. I'm horrible instantly to him. He brings something out in me. It's a terrible shame. Oh, other people's paperwork. So, it's getting near the end, but we're not going to end just yet because we're going to just have a chat about a couple of things while we're here, yeah?
Oh, that sounds serious. Okay, you're going to list everything that all of us have done wrong in the
You
year.
just fucked my intro there. And I was making that up and it was going really fucking well. So you open that big fat fucking mouth of
Oh
yours.
my God! I can't wait to have some time off.
I'll phone you up.
Oh, we'll be phoning each other.
And if you hang up on me, I'll phone Soph and she'll give you the phone.
I'll be there in the bath. I miss Shaden. Have you watched any good films?
I wish that was a lie as well. It's just a fact.
Hey, have you seen The Boys yet? Hey, go on.
We're going to have 2 weeks off. Dude, all right, cool. See you in 2 weeks. 2 days later, should we nip down the studio and just rewire it, hang out?
We'll have to do a bit of Warzone over Christmas, bit of drunken Warzone.
Oh yeah.
When there's no work on.
Oh yeah, we'll stream a bit.
Put
we
it
just
out.
Won't do a show.
Put it out on the Twitch, eh? Make sure you sub to our Twitch for the games, because
Yeah, we'll definitely do a bit of drunken Warzone. I'm well up for that. I've got some Baileys in, ready to go. Ready to go. Getting drunk on Baileys, always a great idea.
I can't do it. Reminds me of rape, and I'm not even joking. The second I taste it, I just think of rape, and not in a good way, not in a because she likes it or whatever.
Okay. I don't want to go into that story. It sounds like there's something in there that I won't like when we get to the bottom of that one. The other night, I had a bit of a to-do. It was, what was it we were going to do? I think it was the night, Sunday. Because, Monday we came in to do the setup for
Yes. Yeah, it was a
Virtual
good day.
Tavern.
That.
I was here 10 o'clock, ready to go. I was still drinking at 1:30 in the morning. You know what I'm like? I rarely drink.
Yeah.
I had a couple of glasses of wine with my tea, my dinner for foreign people. And then I had that third glass. And then I'm on a mission.
You done then? It's too late.
So Mrs. Hewitt, bless her soul, I sent her to the shop again. By the way, I don't send my wife. What I do is I talk about something so incessantly that she just goes and gets it. Brandy. So we were up the next morning, and I knew I had to do that on Monday and do work Monday night, and then Tuesday take Junior to the hospital and all that. I was still 1:30 in my garden looking for meteors. At 2:30, I saw 2 meteors.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Yes. So I was the fucking winner there.
Yeah, it really sounds like you've won, yeah. Out in your underpants at 1:30 in the morning with a brandy. I could see the stars, darling.
Well, I think it was a meteor. It could have just been that my eyes were doing that weird thing they do when you're drunk sometimes.
With the sort of weird blood going
It
over
was just
it.
a star. It was just a star I couldn't focus on. But yes, 2020 has been a very, very unusual year. And I don't want to get into it because I know some guys that listen to us are into the conspiratorial side of things. Others toe the government line. Although, to be fair, if Boris Johnson told me it was raining, I wouldn't believe him if he was fucking wet. But all of a sudden, I'm supposed to believe everything that dithering cunt says about fucking some virus he doesn't understand. By the by, a vaccine's on the way, which someone on Twitter reliably informed me, well, it was made so quickly because they had it ready, and it only needed a small tweak to be ready. Straight up, a small tweak. A small tweak to a vaccine that's never been approved for human use before. I don't know how small that tweak was. I've been told it's full of dead babies. Not true. I am going to watch and see what happens to the old people. And if they do go a bit runny and horrible, I might not have it. But if everything looks okay, I might have it because I have an 8-year-old son who deserves to be allowed to go places without everyone saying that his dad's a plague-carrying, unclean monster and he's not allowed in the shopping centre. Life comes with compromises. It's easy to be idealistic and take your stand if you're in your late teens, early 20s with no responsibilities, or like some of the people that tell me, 45, living at home, smelling of feet and stale semen. Either or, really, either or. So we're looking at vaccines, we're looking at all this, but let me tell you guys something. There's something that I think we overlook far too often. For the guys that are in the chat now, for the people that might watch this afterwards, we don't have tremendous reach, but there's something we miss out on. People in my government are shit. I don't care what party it is. It's shit. In your government, they're shit. If you're in the States, Democrat, Republican, they don't give a fuck about you. Like Graham was saying earlier, they're friends with each other. None of them are friends with you. And if there is a politician that is, they're kept so far away from power that it doesn't matter. The media is polarizing us, making us hate one another, making us report our neighbours for something that we don't have to report them for. We're dealing with scientific data that makes no sense. It came out today that out of the 50-odd thousand admissions to hospital in the UK with COVID were people that were already in hospital with something else that meant they had to be in hospital who caught COVID anyway. And out of them, 5 to 10% required treatment for the COVID. The rest were asymptomatic or with very mild symptoms. We're tearing ourselves apart. We're focusing on petty, stupid fucking disagreements that do not matter because we failed to remember that people can have different opinions and we can sit there and we can argue and we can take the piss and it's still all right. Because the only people we can depend on are each other. Not the authorities, not the governments, not anyone else. Just each other. And that's it. Now, I'm not saying we should all have a big group hug because it's Christmas, or that we should all take warm baths and rub essential oils into each other's thighs. If it's your thing, you're free to do that, of course. But you know what? Fall out, disagree, but stand together when we need it. And I don't mean to fight. You don't have to fight. Sometimes just stand together and ask one simple word, one question that comprises of one word. Why? Because we're seeing it here in the UK. In Greater Manchester, we've been basically in some form of lockdown for 9 months. No one asks, why? Not enough of us have got together to say, why? How does it work? Show us the proof. Show us actual data and don't just slip it out and hope no one fucking notices. Show us why in this country are we killing 200,000 people over the next couple of years because of lockdown. That's not me pulling those figures out my arse, by the way. The government released those figures. Lockdowns will kill 200,000 fucking people. Reasonable to low estimate. Not COVID, lockdown. Whether it's, people not getting the treatment and slipping into stage 4 cancers, diseases that aren't picked up on. Never mind just that. We've then got to look at the people that are going to kill themselves, the mental health issues, the businesses lost, the people in destitution and poverty because of this. Now, it's nobody wants to choose who gets to die. But if someone says to me, you can choose 300,000 people or 6,000, 7,000 people dying solely from that disease who are already at the age people normally die, I'm going to go for the smaller number because that's how society works. But you see, the thing is, we can see them. We can see those. We don't see the 200,000 people over the next 2 years who die quietly out of the public view. But everyone that dies of COVID ends up in the fucking newspaper. Take a step back from your team sports just for a little while. Just take a little breather from it. Accept people are different. It doesn't mean they're stupid just because they reach a different conclusion to you. Support each other. Make your own shows. Shout it from the fucking rooftops on social media, anonymously or otherwise. Push it out there. And I think one thing we've kind of learned from this year when we were streaming every day for months and then Steve's taken over the pub is that when we do come together, it's really fucking cool as well. And we get to meet really cool fucking people and hang out. And, some people support each other and offer support. And you see people through the shit, no matter what they believe, religion, politics, fucking gender, sexuality, no matter what it is. It's not us against each other, it's us versus them. It's never been any different, and it's worse now than it's ever been. So, there's times to be a cunt. There's times to be a little bit less of a cunt. Let's try and be, as much of a cunt as you can most of the time, to be fair, but when we're looking after each other, let's just pull it back a wee bit and have a wonderful fucking Christmas as best we can with the ridiculous fucking measures being put in place. I believe Wales is still closed. Do the best you can. Have the best time with your families that you possibly can. I'll be there. And, I hope, genuinely for all of us, next year at least starts to lighten up a little, and that you'll not only survive but thrive, not only exist but live. You're not going to kill Granny, most likely. Live a little. Graham.
I was going to say they've pre-announced post-lockdown in Wales, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've already said we're gonna lock down hard after they've not like, well, if the data leads us there or any of that.
No,
they've already just
they've
gone. Yeah,
nailed it down.
yeah. We've already decided.
Yeah, there's Labour government in Wales. There you go.
Yeah, fuck
Shit's
Wales.
hard. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. It's been a fucking weird old year for Trigger Warning. Hopefully next year maybe we can even start to look at a Meat Space event at some point. Wouldn't that be fucking beautiful? And just get back out there. But until then, thank you so much for sticking with us this year through all the weirdness, the oddness, the drunkenness, the coolness with some of those interviews. I mean, big thanks to Sarah Filligan, to Emma Kenny, to Count Dankula, to Buck Angel, and of course to Richie Allen for taking that leap of faith on a tiny little stream like ours, because there was nothing in it for them. Nothing in it for them, but everything in it for us, I like to think. So I think the only way, after being inspirational and giving like I just was, which is not my usual way, I feel all loved up, Graham. I think we're going to have to say bye-bye. And we will be streaming, by the way, on and off from home, but this is the last big show until next year, and we're going to try and get some new guests sorted. So keep an eye on the channel and on the social media, at Hayden Hewitt, at Graham Booth, at Triggered TV. And if we're going to do anything, we'll let you know when we're drunk and we're bored and we're missing each other terribly. And we have to go and play Warzone while shit-faced. We'll let you know. But unusually for us, we're going to play a Christmas single. Remember what I said before about how you should be? We'll put in the links, I believe, in the description where you can buy this from. We want to try and get this one up the charts. This is a song called Boris Johnson by Cunt and the Gang. And I do hope you enjoy it. And I do hope we see you all next year. Have a fucking great time, guys. Out.
Boris